Hey, what up? God damn it. Look, man, I swear to God, YouTube, they gonna let me go. Oh my God, how do I still work here? Somebody on YouTube is like, nigga, you don't work here. Or I'm saying I do. I think I work here. Shit, y'all can't tell me I don't work here just because I'll be late every day. Listen, today it was not my fault. I promise. I know people say that, but when you got a bad record, it's like if you done chopped up a bunch of people and then somebody get chopped up around you, you like, I swear to God, I didn't chop nobody up. It wasn't my fault this time. I've been here, y'all. I've been here. I was here on time. I was proud of myself. I knew I was like, tonight it's gonna be a good show. I swear to God, I got some good content, everything together. And when I came on, it was technical difficulties that were beyond my capacity. No, they wasn't. It was all my fault. That's the thing. That's what you hate when it's a problem. You swear it's a problem. This I always try to do this. I try to apply this to my regular life as well as my newly developing internet persona. I try to whenever I have a problem, first ask Mark, what are you doing wrong? What are you doing wrong? What are you doing? What are you doing wrong? You know, it's real easy to say, what the hell is wrong with this goddamn thing? Nah, there was nothing wrong with it. I forgot to plug in something very crucial. It's a lot of wires in this motherfucker. I know y'all can't see it, but it's a lot of wires, man. I missed a wire. What do you want? What am I supposed to do? Know every wire all the time? Yep, that's your job. That's why they're gonna let me go from the YouTube. But they don't. That's the shit. YouTube's boss take a whole bunch of shit. They be like, well, nigga, well, whatever. You know, we just won't pay you, nigga. You don't show up. That's not a job at all. That's not the type of commitment people talking about. What he said, this is from Israel Bound. He said, this is the most clout chasing, fraudulent clown ever to plague the black community, aka Thieving A. Smith. That is true, but I think when we get to Dr. Umar, I think he certainly made a lot of statements. See, this is the thing about Dr. Umar. He talk a good one. You feel me? Like if you just listen to words alone, you like, this dude sounds solid. This dude sound real solid. But then as you look at the actions, you know, I don't want to. He say the school about to open up. So they say. So they say. I don't know. I don't know. They say the school opening up. I don't know if that's true or not. We'll see. He said he looking for somebody. He looking for the homeboy hookup on the floors. He said he got it done. Pretty much. He just need the floors. He just need the some marble. He just trying to get marble floors. If he can get his marble floors on a discount, he'd be able to get the kids right there in Delaware right away. And some air conditioners. They need some air conditioners because they don't have the HVAC. They got I don't know what they got going on, man. I like to think the best of people, but I don't know if that's going to be the case in this particular instance. I do have a few stories. Not only Dr. Umar. What else we got going on? I also got. I'm gonna give y'all a rundown of what it's going to be. We got Dr. Umar. We got Oh man, Diddy. Diddy claims a cartel member ruined his thriving drug business in a bizarre lawsuit. I don't even know how. It's so many crisscrosses in that. I don't even know what's going on. It's another sad story about a Detroit biker being run over. That's kind of sucks. And then we got Charleston reactions to Chicago goons attacking him at the airport. This nigga know he can't go over there. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But in the meantime, and in between time, the first and foremost, listen, I'm not necessarily, I don't know, man. I try to give Dr. Umar the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be the guy that exposes this man. Not saying he's up for exposure. You know what I mean? But I don't want to be. I just don't really like to trash black people if I can help it. Like I'll trash him on some jokety joke shit, but like really scrutinize his actions, and there's a lot there to scrutinize. I try to give that man some leniency, but then when you think about the terrible shape that our people are in and our need, we certainly have a need for leaders. We're thirsty for it. That's why people like himself are able to take advantage of those facts. I don't know if what he's saying is true, but Dr. Umar has a little message for us. Let's check it out. Let's see what he's talking about.
Black vote ain't for sale no more. Black.
Hold on for a second. I told y'all everything. The reason I'm late, everything is all my fault. 100%. 100%. Need to invest more time and energy into my equipment because nigga got equipment around this motherfucker. Need to learn how to work all this shit, nigga. But anyway, I was missing some wires, but I'm here now. Anyway, this is Dr. Umar claims Kamala Harris team offered him $10,000 for an interview, and he paid other celebrities to help influence black voters. Now, this isn't. We've heard a lot of this on the internet. It's been strolling around. People been hearing it. Kai Cenat, he was freaking out talking about the Secret Service calling him, and why don't they leave me alone? I just want to play the game. He got mean hustle going on, but he's like, I don't want nothing to do with this shit. And of course, they would reach out to a Dr. Umar. They figure he blackety black. He's got a large blackety black audience. Miss, I'm hell no, I'm not doing nothing for black people. Why would you even think? Do you even know anything other about Dr. Umar other than he black and he talk black shit? That's what's so insulting, nigga. Go to the Indian. Go, have them shout. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's listen to what Dr. Umar has to say and we'll move forward. I'm sorry, I'm yapping a lot. I'm late. I'm trying to make up for my lateness. Shit. Trying to do some work. You come and work late, you start sweeping the floor and shit. Like, nigga, that's not what he needs you to do. You're a crane operator.
Black vote ain't for sale no more. Black vote ain't for sale. We bartering on business. We standing on business. Bring us some tangibles or get out of my face. Ricky Smiley, I love you. But crying on the radio for Kamala Harris, my brother, that's an all-time low. Don't.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go look that shit up. I might can do it tonight. It depend on how long we hang out. But that shit was crazy too. But Ricky Smiley cried a lot. That's not really him. Cuba Gooding Jr. What's that nigga on CNN? Van Jones. There's a crying type of nigga. It's a group of them niggas. They probably should get together and have a cry circle.
Again, Ricky Smiley. Don't you get on your radio show and cry for Kamala. Don't you do that, my brother.
Don't call her Kamala. She get mad with that. I'm not exactly sure if I'm saying it right or not. Kamala. Is it Kamala or Kamala? Either way, it'll be some black lady out there rolling her neck. It's Kamala. It's Kamala. My bad. What if you got an accent? Unattended bags. Where I talk too much, this nigga will just stare at you for 15 minutes. This nigga got that Mr. T face. Y'all remember what a young Mr. T looked like? This nigga right here.
If you want to cry for Kamala Harris, you do that in the privacy of your house. But if we're going to be honest, Steve Harvey and Ricky Smiley, and I love you both, no hate to my big brothers. But if we're going to be honest, Ricky Smiley and Steve Harvey, y'all only carried on because y'all got paid to carry on.
Ooh, inside info. Now, once again, we know, we know Dr. Umar is, let's say, of questionable character. People have questioned Dr. Umar's character. Nobody's quite sure where the money goes, where all the funding goes. People have accused him of pandering to the black matriarchal society. The ladies. They've accused him of not practicing what he preaches. Is that a charlatan? They call him a charlatan of blackness. But that doesn't mean he doesn't have some points. And in this particular instance, let's see. This is from insider knowledge. He's big enough. He's got a strong enough following. Of course, Kamala might reach out to him if she were. And see, that's the thing. If she wasn't promoting black, this is a statement for all the people who are always like, "How dare you disrespect that black woman?" Blah 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 blah. First of all, she's not us, and I don't mean that in any cheeky rap kind of a way. She just, we talking about black, North Carolina, Mississippi black. You're not that. Stop pretending that you are. Perhaps you have some African descent, and we're not absolving you of that. But when we say black, you know what the fuck you mean? Chicken eating, gold tooth wearing. Somebody in your family, nigga. Somebody. Come on, man. Down south built this motherfucker. We talking about that. So my point is, if she wasn't trying to sell us black, there'd be no need to reject her blackness. Kamala makes a point of selling us black. A point of it. Why the fuck she calling Dr. Umar? Dr. Umar don't talk about nothing else for black people. Why would you feel that he's the appropriate person to reach out to? Either A, you don't give a fuck about niggas and you don't know nothing about what's going on, so you would have just picked him being ignorant to who he is. 99% of niggas know who the fuck Dr. Umar is, whether you like him or not, right? So either you're completely disconnected from our culture, or you thought you could pay him. You thought it was for sale, and you were targeting that nigga vote. That sweet Negro nigga vote. That black ass little vote. Till she get in office. And forget, what? No, I ain't doing nothing just for black people. What, you crazy? I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I could do stuff for other groups, but I can't even mention you niggas. What's wrong with you? So anyway, so that's my point. That's why I personally, I don't know about anybody else, but that's why I'm so eager to reject her, because she reaches out so insincerely. What the fuck, nigga? You gonna holler at Dr. Umar? This nigga, first of all, if you've done better off trying to offer Dr. Umar some cheeks. See what's up with that old ass neck you sitting on, shorty. I want to see what you did for Montel Jordan. Was it Montel Jordan or somebody? Montel Williams. They said she was fucking Montel Williams. Allegedly. I don't know. He had on a party jacket in the 90s. He had one of them Arsenio Hall. See, back in the 90s, niggas would roll up their whole jackets and sleeve, nigga. You don't see that now. You don't see a nigga roll up a leather jacket. Kamala was fucking niggas with rolled up leather jackets in the 90s. So anyway, the point is, if you wanted to come at Dr. Umar, you probably would have wanted, Dr. Umar like the ladies. Yeah, you should have came at him with some of that neck, shorty. But anyway, I didn't even finish. I done transitioned off because I'm yelling and yapping. Anyway, let's finish hearing the actual thinker. I'm just, crazy man. Fresh off the comedy show. Banging, clanging, missing cables and shit, nigga. Back to Dr. Umar. He's a thinker. He's a thought leader.
Can we please be honest? Can we see? I want y'all to understand, overstand, and understand.
Okay, nigga.
What King Kong is talking about. Y'all carried on because y'all got paid to carry on. Kamala Harris and the Democratic plantation is paying you celebrities, paying you to shame black people into voting.
What if it turns out that Dr. Umar is mad because they didn't offer him no money? He's just saying that. Why they ain't pay me? I don't think he could have. With all the shit he talks, he does a lot of. Some things are contradictory. Like people argue about him advocating for black families and black boys, and then he's not married, or what's going on with the school money and how long is it going to take, and he's always trying to get a deal and all those other things. But certain shit, I don't think he could even have justified Kamala and not have any sort of alternative approach to addressing black people. I'm saying alternative meaning not the traditional Democratic act like we like you around election time, and other than that, ignore you. I mean, someone who considers himself committed to the community, I don't see how you can live black all year long and then vote for Kamala. I haven't seen anybody who's pro-black. And when I say pro-black, I don't mean no shots, but the Roland Martins and the traditional, all those people. I mean like people who are actually grassroots, trying to keep these boys from killing each other in the streets, trying to, trying to build something, or so they say. Or even if that's just your pitch, even if that's not really what you're doing, if that's your angle and that's how you coming at it, I don't see how you could support a candidate like Kamala. Is she's so we're so disposable to her. It's obvious. It's obvious. They've been in office for 4 years. She could have been called Dr. Umar. She could have been sat down with Casanata or whoever the fuck, nigga. No, as soon as she shifted them gears, hey y'all, hot sauce in my bag. All right, finish off, man.
No, we not going to get nothing out of that vote. Y'all know we not going to get nothing out of that vote.
Yep. We gotta vote Democrat. That's black people point of view. You do understand the Democratic Party was the party of slavery, right? You do know that, right? And don't get it fucked up. I ain't no Republican either. I just want somebody to close the gate, and I think Trump will close the gate because Kamala she's a border czar, and she won't close the goddamn gate. So don't get it confused. And you know what I'm saying? The Republicans, I can't roll with them. I'm gonna tell you why. This is very simple. I'm not the most, well versed in all the world politics and shit. But all I know, I'm not calling every Republican racist. But every racist, open racist that I know is a Republican. And they ain't making no efforts to get them niggas out of there. There's no cleansing in the Republican Party. So I do, on paper, agree with most of the things. I'm a pretty conservative black man in my views of the world. I don't want to impose those views on other people. I just want to live my life the way I want to live my life. You do whatever the fuck you want. But I just think that whether the Republicans are racist or not, they certainly harbor them. So I think our time will be better spent as black people focusing on ourselves and trying to freaking organize. If we can just pull that off, if we could work together on any goddamn thing, anything in the world, I think that would be far more effective than anything we could do at the ballot box. And I'm not talking about local elections, because we know that those are people who you can actually hold accountable. You can go down on go to your alderman's door and shit, nigga. Go check with the comptroller, nigga, because he gonna call your house. You fuck up them taxes or something, or they make a misfire. Anyway, I just think our efforts would be more effective, pointed inward, rather than seeking something outward. You feel me? All right, this is supposed to be a comedy show. I'm supposed to be in a good mood, goddammit. But Dr. Umar, he be speaking a little bit of truth here and there, along with his philandering. He really just trying to get some pussy, nigga. It's always niggas always got their angle to how they get to the box. You know what I'm saying? I think this is Dr. Umar's his way to the box, nigga. He like, I can talk that black shit, and it's a lot of them. It's a lot of the Afrocentric ladies. They be having them waist beads on that. They got that gamey snatch. Like, like as goat is to beef, like that little. He like that hotep. Burning sage on that bush. All right, here we go.
Y'all know we not going to get nothing out of the vote, but they being paid. Y'all being bought. They offer me $10K for an interview with Kamala Harris. I don't want your money, but we can definitely do the interview. They offer me $10K for an interview with Kamala Harris. Yes, we can do the interview. Keep your damn money. King Kong consciousness ain't for sale. I'm one of the rich.
You sure, nigga?
Once. Silverback Garvey Gorilla.
Why you always looking over his shoulder, nigga? You the revolutionary, nigga. Why you always hiding? You never see a Dr. Umar in public. He talk all that shit, nigga. But in real life, like when the police rolled up on his ass, he ain't had none of that militance in his voice. Yes, brother. No. No. Absolutely not, brother. No. What Tariq would say, his little eyes bucking a little bit. Nah, man, I'm sure you fight the power, man, when they gone, behind their back, once they leave.
One of the real ones, silverback Garvey gorilla. Don't come to me with no propositions
You never see a gorilla look over their shoulder. They don't even have no neck.
for money. I don't live for no money. I'm not one of these goofy ass rappers whose whole life is nothing but what you can buy and own. You dealing with real African DNA. This is real ancestral energy over here. I'm not no Ricky Smiley and Steve Harvey. You don't drop no check off and say, get the Negroes to the plantation on November the 4th. You don't drop no check off.
I wish he meant that shit. You know what I'm saying? I wish he meant something by that shit. That'd be dope, man. Got somebody out here really marching for the people. You know what I'm saying? That will be the truth. Where we at? Somebody said auto exposed. Israel Bond, I see you trying to help me. Does it look a little rough? Are you talking about my visuals? I don't know. I got more. Oh, you talking about this nigga exposing himself? Ah, man, yeah. That's true. That's the truth. Look, all right. So this one, I don't know much about. I don't know much about this right here. I have not watched it at all. Hopefully, it's full of scandal. Hopefully, it's got a very interesting story. I'm still not exactly sure what the charges is going to be against Puff, man. He done a lot of shit, and if they ain't get him for beating the lady Cassie in the hallway, you know, because it was over the time of statute of limitations. I really don't. I mean, all right. Anyway, this one is called "A Cartel Member Claims P. Diddy Ruined His Thriving." He had a thriving drug business in a bizarre lawsuit. All right, here we go. First, you can sue it anyway.
Of the Sinaloa cartel has filed a lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs, claiming after trying to solicit the gang for business opportunities, Combs ruined this man's livelihood. We're going to break down these shocking allegations.
Are they suggesting that Diddy is stronger than the cartel? He beat the cartel up till they had to sue him? Is that what he's trying to say?
And most importantly, the judge's very firm decision. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Another perhaps unexpected development in the Sean Diddy Combs saga we want to talk to you about. This as the hip hop and rap artist and producer is facing multiple lawsuits alleging sex trafficking, assault, rape, and as the reported investigation into human trafficking out of the Southern District of New York continues, with a grand jury allegedly being impaneled and hearing evidence, although to be clear, no charges or arrests have been made. While all this is going on, we have a new development for you that I want to talk about. A man named Alfredo P. Gonzalez has filed a defamation action against Combs and Bad Boy Entertainment. And this is out of New York. This is in federal court, suing for $666,000 in damages, very specific.
That's a very 606. Is this the devil? Like, what the hell is going on? A cartel member is suing Diddy. This is crazy, man.
There. Defamation, of course, is publishing a false statement against someone that damages or harms their reputation. But there is something to note about Mr. Gonzalez, and that is that he is actually locked up. Yes, he is currently incarcerated in...
Oh, so he don't have nothing better to do. He just had Diddy's number in his phone. He's like, I can put a lawsuit on this nigga. Fuck it.
The Centennial...
You get to come out your cell, go to court a couple of days a week and shit, you know?
Correctional facility out in Colorado. And apparently, Mr. Gonzalez...
Sound like he didn't marry him. Colorado?
Alleges that he is a member of the Sinaloa drug cartel. This is the cartel that is considered to be one of the oldest drug distribution organizations out in Mexico. That it has trafficked everything from marijuana, cocaine,
Yeah, we got it. El Chapo, nigga.
heroin, meth, fentanyl into the United States. This is according to a Congressional Research Service report. And he seems to be filing this action pro se, meaning he is acting as his own attorney. He's representing himself in this.
Right. He in a law library. He don't have nothing better to do. He's like, I'm going to sue P. Diddy. I met him one time. I could say he did something to me. Plus, I need another $666,000.66.
Hey, so I want to thank Upside for sponsoring this episode of Sidebar and making up.
Oh, nigga, we're not going to do your commercial.
QR code on screen and use our promo code. Vision is we're going to get there, but first let's talk about this. So, the order reads, quote, on or about May 5th, 2021, plaintiff received a telephone call from an unidentified business partner of Combs. The business partner told plaintiff that Combs was, quote, wanting to set up some business deals with the Sinaloa cartel. Plaintiff responded by saying,
what kind of business deals? That seems kind of crazy. I mean, apparently Diddy did a whole bunch of crazy stuff. We don't know for sure. Allegedly, whatever you're supposed to say. But why would you even consider the kind of money they was getting, particularly in the 90s and all that? Why would you even consider some sort of a deal with the devil like this? This is crazy. This is probably all. But rationally, you want to say, who's gonna do that? But then you look at all the irrational things that Diddy has been accused of, and you know, we can say accusations, but you know how people feel. You know what people thinking. Anyway, why would he do this? Is what I'm saying. Why would he do this?
That he was always willing to set up business deals with the rich for drugs. Combs' business partner stated that he was looking to make a deal to get some young girls and boys for a party in New York. While plaintiff wanted to speak to Combs himself, he told the business partner that such an arrangement could not happen because the cartel did not sex traffic underage kids.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. They all lying. They all lying. There's so many lies in that statement, one way or another. Yes, you do, cartel. And maybe Diddy did send up that order or whatever. But come on, cause that's the most crocker. Oh my God, we would never. We're the cartel. We're the cartel. How woke? I'll be damned. Well, I will be. Well, I've never. He said, Diddy asked him, yo, we need several, I can't even say it, but he wanted several young people, and he contacted the cartel. Y'all into human trafficking. Don't act like y'all don't human traffic. Nigga, come on, man. Y'all ain't regular trafficking, nigga. Y'all human trafficking, nigga. Now, all of a sudden, y'all don't human traffic. No, I would never. Get the fuck out of here. All right, here we go.
The business partner told plaintiff that he had nothing to worry about. Combs had everything on lock street, slang for no one can F with us. Plaintiff told the business partner that there was no money in sex trafficking. The business...
Get the fuck out of here. This shit don't even sound real, nigga. This shit don't...
Partner then told plaintiff that he was...
So he's... This sounds like perhaps someone that knew a little bit about the details of the things that Diddy might be charged with and pressed to go further. I haven't even heard what this man is seeking damages for. With this, just the setup alone sounds super duper phony. Diddy contacted you trying to get a bunch of underage people for whatever, and you, the cartel, who consistently smuggles people over the border every single day, was like, nah, we don't do that. We would never do that, Holmes. Never. And it ends up how? And how do you need $666,000.66?
Making a big mistake for not taking the offer from Combs. And the call ended without an agreement. Okay, let's stop right there before we even move on. On one hand, for anybody who's been following our coverage here on Sidebar, has been following what's been going on with Sean Diddy Combs, this in many ways fits with the narrative that we have heard already in other lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs. For example, in the lawsuit filed by Combs' former producer, Rodney Little Rod Jones, he claims Combs and others consorted with underage girls, that they trafficked them, that Combs had spiked their drinks. Another lawsuit filed by...
Like on a mass scale? Like Costco of underage? Wow.
A woman named Liza Gardner alleges Combs sexually assaulted her when she was...
All right, this is never going to get monetized, but it's worth try.
16 years old back in the 90s. There's another allegation that he gang raped a 17-year-old girl.
All right, this nigga's got some very atrocious language. Can we get to the lawsuit, man?
Question could be, why was Combs or his associate trying to reach out to Gonzalez specifically? The gang aspect, I will say, is interesting too.
Because they the human trafficking people. Why was he trying to reach out to them specifically? You are the cartel, ain't you? What y'all selling around here? Fentanyl and, people.
Why Combs would want to affiliate with a renowned gang like cartel, like the Sinaloa cartel, while we have not seen.
There's nowhere else you can get that many people that he needed all at once. Ain't that how they caught Epstein or something like that? He needed a bunch of people on it. Oh, that was a movie I watched. Oh, it was the movie about what was it, the song of the kids or something, where the dude was saving them kids. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. The one they don't want you to talk about.
Any allegations that Combs was associated with the Sinaloa cartel or wanting to be a part of that organization. There have been allegations against Combs regarding illegal firearms possession, involvement in shootings, an attempted assassination, illegal narcotics possession and distribution, intimidation, racketeering. So there have been these kinds of gang-affiliated allegations asserted against Sean Combs. And to be clear, though, these are all allegations. Combs hasn't been criminally charged. He hasn't been found liable in a civil suit. Right. But you get the idea. Now, moving on. The order from the judge goes on to say, quote, the same unidentified business partner of Combs later communicated again with plaintiff, asking once again if he could help get some underage boys and girls over the U.S. border and that, quote, plaintiff could come to the party and watch the shows they put on. Plaintiff refused. He told the business partner that he wanted no part in their sex offender not to contact him.
That's crazy. The idea that things like that happen is really the thing that's crazy. I personally feel like the cartel took that deal, but whatever.
That Sinaloa wants no part in their sex offender Plaintiff also insulted Bad Boy. The business partner then told plaintiff that he can make life hell because of how much power he has in the streets. Plaintiff told him to
get the fuck out of here. You threatening cartel? You telling me Puff Daddy, the shiny suit with Mace nigga, was threatening the cartel? Is that what you trying to tell me? Get the fuck out of here.
Do what you do. Now, the order then says that, quote, due to Combs' defamation of plaintiff, he has lost all of his business contacts in the state of New York. Plaintiff was informed by his own business partner that he cannot do business that helps Bad Boy out, that this has cost plaintiff a lot of money. Now, my initial reaction was this seemed to be a little bare bones, right? Where is the defamation? What exactly?
Exactly. What are we talking about? You just saying you couldn't get your drug money because you just decided you didn't want to take his his kid bid or whatever.
It was said. What were the statements that were made? How do you know that you lost all of your business contacts or your business livelihood because of Sean Combs? And
because he's strong in the streets.
What business are we talking about exactly? Well, those issues were kind of explored by Judge Swain, but in a different way. She explains how a court has to dismiss a complaint for a variety of reasons. If the complaint is frivolous, if the complaint is malicious, meaning it was filed for improper purposes or reasons, or, and this is a very big one, fails to state a claim upon which relief may be granted. That's another way of saying, even if we take all of your allegations as true, you haven't asserted an actual legal claim that the court can remedy.
Right.
I'll give you an example. If I sue my friend because he says the sky is green, there's no legal claim. Right. There's nothing I can sue him on.
What happened to you?
Now here, Judge Swain ruled that Mr. Gonzalez's claims are frivolous, meaning it lacks an arguable basis either in law or fact. Quote, plaintiff, without any legal basis, appears to assert claims of defamation against the defendants, seeking damages arising from injury incurred to his illegal drug smuggling and sales business caused by the defendant's alleged defamation of...
This nigga's a psychopath. The motherfucker who all right, I got it. This dude is just crazy. We talking about a crazy man. And a crazy man in a crazy land. You don't know what... Come on, man. You gonna sue that man? for Because he messed up your drug hustle. That's crazy. That don't make sense at all. All right, I got one more for y'all. This is Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not even talking to the mic. Yeah, I got one more for y'all. This one is a little bit weird. It's a little sad, man. Young guy jumps in the whip. They have no conscience is the name of the video. But a Detroit driver runs over a biker and posts the video on social media. Who is doing that? They tripping, son.
Around. We're talking about a guy who pulls out his camera while he's driving and just goes right for a guy on a bicycle, completely crushing him. And Detroit police saying tonight there is no way that this was an accident.
All right, I can't play the video. I'm not even going to get started. But you see the dude right here? Shit don't work out for him. Supposedly they cracked up his bones and stuff, man. It was yuck. And then the dude posted it live, like you hear the rap music playing around. It was kind of crazy. All right, so we're gonna try to skip by that and then see what this dude's talking about.
I think the person ain't even try to avoid him.
Fellow bicyclist Randall Cousins is right. Instead of stopping to help the man on the bike that he just hit on purpose, the driver.
Regarding Matthew Perry and an arrest that's been made.
This one is really hard to even wrap your mind around. We're talking about a guy who pulls out.
I think the person ain't even try to avoid him.
Fellow bicyclist.
I watch 1 hour of YouTube each week.
This one is really hard to even wrap your mind around. We're talking about a guy who pulls out his camera while he's driving and just.
I think the person ain't even try to avoid him.
Fellow bicyclist Randall Cousins is right. Instead of stopping to help the man on the bike that he just hit on purpose.
Why I keep showing the goddamn hit?
Conscience and don't care.
It happened on Detroit's east side last Thursday morning here off Edgewood near Isham. The bicyclist's shoes still here Monday. He was knocked off the.
They knocked this nigga out of his shoes? The news ain't shit for showing that. It was 0-1. How you know that's his shoes? That could have been somebody else's shoes. His shoes all up and down this road. You don't know what the fuck is going on.
Bike and out of those shoes. We're told both of his legs are broken. Then the driver hits another car, not on video, and speeds off.
I've seen people hit by a car, but it's usually has some kind of motive. This one appears to be just for social media.
We asked Commander.
That's insane, man. What kind of world we living in? Kids know they was young. I ain't see him. But you heard the rap music playing in the back, and I kind of saw some little black ass hands on the steering wheel. Come on, people. Who watching your kids, man? This shit is crazy, man.
John Savak, if this could be one of those.
Come on, and stop showing the shit. I'm trying to make a video here.
With neighboring police agencies.
They haven't seen anything like this, so it looks like an isolated incident.
The DP.
Oh, I cut that part off. They were wondering whether or not this was like a TikTok trend. You know how everybody wants clout in one way or another. Everybody's, like people throwing ice bucket challenges and you getting sturdy and all that other stuff. Hopefully, they're hoping that this ain't just, hey, let's run a nigga over. Let's see. What a fucking trend. This the run a man over trend. I feel like we're slowly slipping into the purge. We're trying to act like we're not, but it's happening. Whenever a movie comes out about something, it's just desensitization. Desensitization. It's getting late, y'all.
PD has some work to do. The driver wiped his social media off the map since it was posted last week. Now they'll need warrants to search those accounts.
He's not going to get away with it.
This is right where you ride, literally.
Yeah, I ride around here every day.
This is Randall's route.
He like, that could have been me, nigga.
He shook the thought of someone being so heartless still out there. He does take precautions already.
Why they did that, yo? Why they did that to that man? They had him hit the squeaky toy. Go ahead, man.
All that, you need it out here.
This area in particular on the city's east side, he
who is that saving?
Says it's tough to navigate a bike safely. Too many close calls to count.
But over here, some reason they speed, don't care, honk their horn, cuss you out. We got rights like them.
Yeah, man, that's sad. I hope the man gets better. Both his legs got ran over. His shoes still in the street. Somebody get that man his shoes, man. Somebody get his shoes over to him. Yeah, it's a sad thing to see. It's happening every day, man. All right, I got anything else? I think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a night. Not because I don't want to hang out with y'all. It's because I'm having a few problems with my equipment. I'm always coming here talking about my equipment. I got my equipment. My equipment was off, but I need to do some troubleshooting because that's why I was so late in the first place. I am glad that you came through. If you came through, don't forget to like and subscribe. We got some very interesting videos coming up for you guys tomorrow. But for right now, that's gonna be it.